I found this restaurant selling extremely unique Singaporean food. It's a bit, or very, different from Singapore's, but it can't be helped because this restaurant is 12,000 kilometers away from the red dot. It's located at Niigata, one of the coldest regions of Japan. How does this SG food taste and look like? Let's find out, taking this train. Alright, so welcome to Shibata. This is the nearest station to the Singaporean restaurant. It's quite ulu. It took us 40 minutes from Niigata station. So let's check it out. It has a very nice ancient traditional vibe. I love it. でも本当にこんなとこにシンガポール料理屋あるのかな？もう何もないし人も全然いないんですけど。おー、あったあった。やば、シンガポール食堂。This is so cool. I mean, check out how retro this place is. So up at the top it says Shokudo Singapore. Basically means like Singapore food court. And right here it says Singapore名物 Occha Hoi. It tells you that they sell this iconic dish of Singapore called Occha Hoi. Have you heard of Occha Hoi, wifey?
Never.
Yeah, never. So this restaurant actually has a very interesting history. I'll get to that later. Let's go inside. 本当大丈夫かな？ここなんかオスって書いてんだけど。オスだよねこれ。So welcome to Singapore Shokudo. To be honest, the inside not much Singaporean vibe. It seems like it's a very traditional Japanese restaurant. I see pictures of Marilyn Monroe. I don't know why. Okay, let's check out the menus. It's very simple. There's only like 6 food items. The must order is the Occha Hoi. 何度でも言いたくなります。Occha Hoi, Occha Hoi. So there's a dry version and the soup version. Both cost 750 yen, which is like 7.5 Singapore dollars. There's also tanmen, miso tanmen, which are like a vegetable Chinese style noodles, gyoza and rice. I'm very excited to try the Occha Hoi. The review is actually very good here, and there's also one very funny review. It says, シンガポール風焼きそば、タイ料理のパッタイみたい。シンガポールでは幅広いきしめんみたいな麺のことをオッチャホイと呼ぶらしいです。いや、呼ばねえよ。Oh my gosh, it's here. So this is the Occha Hoi. This is why we came to Niigata, guys, to try out this super interesting Singaporean food. Wow. Firstly, the smell, amazing seafoody smell. I smell some pepper as well. And I believe we do not have food like this in Singapore. They call it the Occha Hoi, and you can only have it here. Like it's their original food, right? It's quite unique. So we got the cabbage, bean sprouts. There's no seafood or meat, I believe. A lot of eggs, and the noodles. Wow, the flat noodles. Kway teow. Yeah, it's similar to kway teow, right? But Singapore kway teow more, isn't it more black? But do you have something like this in Singapore?
I think only at home. Like when people anyhow like with a home cooked dish. Yeah.
Wow, this is so cool. Like eating Singaporean food at like middle of nowhere. There's barely any restaurants or any shops around here. It's very ulu. This is such an awesome experience. Okay, I'll start out from the soup. So they give you this, I think this Chinese style soup. Nice. Here goes the Occha Hoi. Whoa. Quite big too. いただきます。Wow. Oh my god, this is so interesting. It's not the typical kway teow noodles. It's very chewy. Very, yeah, firm. I thought it would be, you know, the silky, the soft type, right? The traditional Singaporean ones. But this is like, you need to bite into it. And the more you bite, the umami, the sweetness, the saltiness, it's not spicy at all, but the garlic is very strong. This is very addictive. My wifey is a Singaporean. I think she should try this.
Oh, I smell the garlic very strong. Wow, very thick. The outside is like mochi.
Yeah.
Mochi, and the taste is like Penang char kway teow taste.
Oh, okay.
It's quite nice, although it's a bit on the salty side.
Oh, is it? Okay, next up, the soup Occha Hoi. What's interesting is that when it becomes soup version, it suddenly becomes like nothing like Singapore's food. This doesn't look like any Singapore food, right? Check out what's inside. Got some cabbage, bean sprout. Oh, some carrots. Oh, but this one got pork. And below it, oh yeah, that's the Occha Hoi noodles. Let me start from the soup. Wow, yeah, it's like eating salt ramen, but with the Occha Hoi flavor. The seafood, the garlic is so strong. And this the noodles. It's so interesting, you know. In Japan, you don't really get to try this type of noodles. It's actually very soft and silky. This is nice too. Oh, by the way, some people left a comment that why am I eating Singaporean food abroad? I should be eating local food. And it's because when I'm traveling for long term, like 3 weeks plus, I start to miss the flavors of my home. So that's why I come to Singaporean restaurant and why not film a video? That's why. I eat a lot of local food too. Next up, kala miso tam. It's a miso soup type of vegetable ramen. This one's not Singaporean at all. All the soups are so garlicky. I love it. This one's a bit spicy too. And the noodles are the traditional egg-based noodles. Springy and flavorful. It's just amazing ramen. The gyozas are 350 yen. It's pretty big. This one should be great with beer. By the way, the beer is not Tiger, it's Asahi or Kirin. So, why is it called Occha Hoi? There's a very interesting history.
Occhahoi was invented by the founder of the restaurant's father, who used to manage a Japanese hotel in Singapore. The founder was born in Singapore and spent his young years there, and after the war in 1946, he moved out of Singapore and opened his restaurant in Niigata. It was the founder's father who insisted that the restaurant should serve Occhahoi. It's a flavor he loved when he used to live in Singapore, and now that he moved back to Japan, he terribly missed it. The founder recreated this dish by not looking at a recipe book, but by listening carefully to how his father described the dish. After 10s and 20s of rounds, Occhahoi was completed.
It's similar to pad thai, but why is it called Occha Hoi?
It's really not known why this dish is called Occhahoi. According to Wikipedia, somebody asked the owner why, but he answered, 俺だってわからね.
There are several theories online. One theory is that the word Occha Hoi comes from kway teow because it tastes similar. And kway teow is similar to the Guangdong food called the gong chao hao. Another theory is that it comes from the word orchard, which is Singapore's famous shopping area.
Occha.
Yeah, so when locals say Orchard Road, it kind of sounds like Occhahoi, kinda. So that was Japan's very unique Singaporean food. The history is unique, the flavor very nice. I wish I could have had a chat with the owner, but unfortunately he doesn't accept interviews. But this is the power of Singaporean food, guys. Once you become a fan, wherever you go, you start to crave the flavor. And that's the same for the owners of Singapore Shokudo. They miss this food they had in Singapore and they had to recreate it here in Niigata. Thinking about that made me really appreciate the flavor. It was really a fun experience. Definitely try it out if you have the chance. Okay, so we're not just gonna eat Singaporean food. Let's eat some local, delicious Niigata food. So Japan is known for many types of vending machines, but here at Niigata, you'll find one of the most unusual. So here at Ponshukan, there are 111 types of sake vending machines. So this is how it works. Choose your sake, insert it here, put the coin, and press the yellow button. Voila. Wow. So good. So I got 4 more coins, so I get to choose 4 more sake. And the cost was only 500 yen. It's a very fun place, a must visit when it comes to Niigata. So we came to a popular kaiten sushi place called Benkei. I'm here for the Nodo Guro. Starting out with my Kirin beer. Alright, so this is the Engawa, local to this area. Look at that, super fatty, I can tell. That's so good. It's lightly seared. They put some salt. The fish is just so delicate, fatty, sweet. That's amazing fish. Next up, this is one of the most expensive plate. Kamburi total for 520 yen. Expensive, but looks pretty. It melts. So sweet too. If you pay 1,000 yen, you can try all of these premium sakes. They're all amazing. Watch this segment if you want to try out a lesser known ramen foreigners haven't really discovered yet. So we are at Sakata city of Yamagata. It's a prefecture next to Niigata, known for amazing fish and rice. Speaking of rice, this is the warehouse of the rice. So during the Edo period, they store all the rice, and from here they shipped it to Tokyo and other parts of Japan. So this is one of the biggest tourist attractions. People love to take photos, but I feel like it's lesser known among foreigners. So definitely visit here if you're visiting Sakata. Okay, let's try the ramen. The first location, we are at Wonton Menomang. It's walkable from our ryokan. By the way, our ryokan is beautiful, highly recommended. So we're trying Sakata ramen. So this type of ramen, even a lot of Japanese never tried it before. They never heard of it, but it's so good. The soup is super clear, made with fish, kombu kelp, soy sauce, very umami, very, very transparent, right? And the noodles are handmade also. Let me try the soup. It's amazing. Because it's cold here, it warms it up. Just so good, you know. They use super high quality ingredients only, and you can taste it. The soy sauce very good. It's not too fishy, but you definitely taste it. The bitterness, the umami of the fish. Oh, by the way, this is like, my wifey was saying, this is like the wonton meat of Japan. Wow, look at the wonton. Just so silky, so soft. Melt in your mouth. Okay, so we are at our second shop. It's called Sarashina. Another very popular Sakata ramen place. Let me try the soup. Oh my gosh. So for the broth, they use flying fish. Got this very special umami, special bitterness. The noodles are amazing too. Handmade here. Got the thick version. Just so comforting, so amazing type of ramen. By the way, if you didn't know, people in Yamagata, they spend most on ramen, more than people from Tokyo, Osaka, anywhere. So that really tells you that ramens here are amazing. And look at the wonton, it looks so silky and so soft, like almost melting inside the bowl. Incredible texture. Both shops amazing, but I think I personally prefer this one. The first time I tried this ramen was like over 10 years ago, and I'm so glad the flavor hasn't changed. Okay, now we are on the Shinkansen to Tokyo, enjoying our Eki-ben. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. See you guys again in the next episode. 10分なんだ、おりゃ。Bye bye.